Good evening and welcome to Express News. I'm Shubhendu Ghosh. Let's begin with the stories. The Indian Space Research Organisation on Thursday successfully executed docking of satellites as part of the Space Docking Experiment, or SpaceX. With the successful docking of satellite of ISRO's SpaceX mission, India has become the fourth nation to ace the space docking technology. The Indian cabinet approved on Thursday the establishment of the third launch pad at Satish Dhawan Space Centre of ISRO at Sriharikota, South India's Andhra Pradesh, at a cost of 3,985 crore Indian rupees. Singapore President Tharman Shanmugaratnam was given a ceremonial welcome at Rashtrapati Bhavan by India's President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, marking the beginning of his state visit to India. Stressing on the bilateral ties between the two nations, he mentioned that Singapore is the largest investor in India and defence ties between the two nations are also strong and continue to grow stronger. The Singaporean president will also meet Indian President Draupadi Murmu and India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi formally later in the day. India's Bharatiya Janata Party National President and Indian Minister J.P. Nadda met President of Singapore Tharman Shanmugaratnam under No BJP initiative on Thursday. India's Minister for Home and Cooperation Amit Shah inaugurated the Archaeological Experiential Museum and Excavation Complex along with various other developmental projects at Vadnagar in western Indian state of Gujarat. While addressing the inauguration ceremony of Gujarat projects, India's Home Minister Amit Shah said Vadnagar is one of the most ancient cities and that it has influenced culture of the country in every era. Home Minister Amit Shah introduced the fast-track Immigration Trusted Traveller program at Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Cochin and Ahmedabad airports on Thursday. According to the Home Ministry, applicants are required to complete online registration by filing details and uploading required documents on the online portal to enroll in this program. The Indian government's flagship initiative, Startup India, has completed 9 years on Thursday. The scheme is intended to catalyze startup culture and build a strong and inclusive ecosystem for innovation and entrepreneurship in the country. In a social media post, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed happiness over the completion of 9 years of Startup India and said the success reflects today's India is dynamic, confident and future-ready. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi's monthly program, Mann Ki Baat, will be held this Sunday on 19th of January instead of last Sunday of this month with respect to Republic Day celebrations next week. Former Indian Army Chief V.K. Singh has been sworn in as the new governor of Northeast Indian state of Mizoram. On Thursday, he is the 25th governor since Mizoram attained statehood in 1987. Infamous short-selling firm Hindenburg Research has been under the radar of Indian regulators like Securities and Exchange Board of India over its report against a big Indian conglomerate, which was dismissed by India's Supreme Court. Hindenburg Research, the US-based short seller known for its explosive allegations, has decided to cease operations. Indian tourists in the UAE can now use United Payment Interface (UPI) at more merchant locations with NPCI international partnership with Magnati, a Middle Eastern payment solutions provider. The Telecom Regulatory Authority of India's official website will soon be available in regional languages. The initiative aims to bridge the digital divide. TRAI's new online platform provides consumers with easy access to essential information in multiple languages, promoting transparency, inclusivity and empowerment. As India's Union Budget 2025-26 approaches, Finance Ministry presented a report card on the achievements and progress made on last year's budget announcements. The latest round of FICCI's Economic Outlook Survey has projected an annual median GDP growth of 6.4% for the year. India's GDP predictions are in line with the broad expectations and reflect notable slowdown vis-à-vis 8.2% GDP growth that was recorded in 2023-24. At close, Indian benchmark equity indices ended in green for the third consecutive session on Thursday. 30-share Sensex added 318.74 points to settle at 77,042.82. The NSE Nifty 50 settled higher at 23,311.80 with gains of 98.60 points. The Indian rupee ended 18 paise lower on Thursday due to sharp jump in Brent crude prices, rising dollar index and outflows from foreign investors. Indian rupee ended at 86.55 against the US dollar. Benchmark Brent crude rose sharply due to large draw in US stockpiles and potential supply disruptions. Brent futures were up 38 cents or 0.46% at $81.65 a barrel. Asian stocks rose sharply on Thursday as markets cheered a softer US inflation reading, while South Korea's central bank left interest rates unchanged despite expectation of a cut amid political unrest. Japan's Nikkei 225 rose 0.4% on Thursday, although lagged its peers, as rising yen amid rate hike speculations created downward pressure. European stock futures pointed to a subdued open after the pan-European Stoxx 600 clocked its strongest daily performance in about 4 months. Stocks all over saw a rise on Thursday and the dollar softened as easing code US inflation kept potential rate cuts by the Fed Reserve on the table, while yen hit a one-month high. A multi-phase deal that halts the fighting in Gaza and leads to the release of Israeli captives in the territory was reached after 400 days. However, developments are still coming in. The Gaza ceasefire deal, mediated by Qatar, Egypt and United States, is expected to pave the way for a permanent end to conflict in Gaza. Mediators say the deal will go into effect on Sunday and will start with a 42-day period that would see release of 33 Israeli captives and a number of war prisoners. Israel has accused Hamas of backtracking on parts of the Gaza ceasefire deal announced earlier, saying cabinet will not meet on the deal until Hamas's agreement is confirmed. The Israeli statement also stated that cabinet, which is yet to approve the agreement, will not convene until the mediators notify Israel that Hamas has accepted all elements of the agreement. Meanwhile, ceasefire deal is being lauded by various world leaders and organizations. Russia has said that it hopes the deal could stabilize the situation. Meanwhile, in a retaliatory attack, Russia launched a wave of missiles and drones at Ukrainian energy facility, intensifying months-long bombing campaign at a precarious moment of the war for Ukraine. While Ukraine's Air Force announced it intercepted 34 out of 55 drones launched by Russia, 18 drones out of the ones fired failed to hit their targets, reportedly due to electronic warfare jamming. As per reports, drone debris damaged power infrastructure in Poltava, causing outages for over 300 users. Moscow's near-daily drone attacks continue straining Kiev's defenses. Romania has announced on Thursday that it would hold new presidential elections in May after the shock annulment of December vote amid claims of Russian interference. A day after his arrest over failed martial law declaration, South Korea's impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol refused to appear for fresh questioning by investigators on Thursday. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer met his Malaysian counterpart Anwar Ibrahim at 10 Downing Street for talks on strengthening the long-standing relationship between the two countries. The talks between UK Prime Minister and his Malaysian counterpart primarily focuses on enhancing trade relations, investment opportunities and collaboration of various sectors, including infrastructure and technology. Cuba has started releasing prisoners jailed following anti-government protest in 2021. The decision comes after Biden administration said it would remove Cuba from its terrorism blacklist and also ease sanctions. Venezuelan opposition leader Edmundo Gonzalez is in Guatemala 4 days after the inauguration of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro to a third term. Gonzalez met Venezuelan citizens living in Guatemala, telling them to get ready to return home. Vanuatu held snap elections a month after destructive earthquake. The elections come after Prime Minister Charlotte Salvai's decision to go to polls 2 years early rather than risk a no-confidence vote in his divided coalition government. The Vanuatu polls, which were open for 9 hours, have closed, with counting likely to continue for days to determine who among 217 candidates have won the 52 seats in parliament. Peru's National Forestry and Wildlife Service announced the rescue of 164 endangered yellow-spotted river turtles sold illegally as pets in central Lima. Authorities confiscated the turtles during a police operation on Thursday. 3 individuals were arrested, faced legal proceedings for wildlife trafficking in Peru. The yellow-spotted river turtle, known in Peru as Taricaya turtle, is currently listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List of threatened species. Time for a short break. More coming up in Express News. Stay with us.
रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग के लिए तेरा एसआईपी के बारे में क्या ख्याल है?
रिटायरमेंट अभी तो पूरी लाइफ बाकी है यार।
और तुझे नहीं लगता अगर रिटायरमेंट के बारे में अभी से नहीं सोचे तो आगे जाके प्रॉब्लम होगी?
पर रिटायरमेंट के बारे में सोचना क्यों है इतना जरूरी? जब तक आप रिटायर हो जाएंगे महंगाई काफी ज्यादा बढ़ जाएगी और आपकी इनकम वो तो रुक ही जाएगी। इसीलिए आज ही म्यूचुअल फंड्स में एसआईपी शुरू कीजिए और हर महीने थोड़ा थोड़ा करके धन इकट्ठा कीजिए एक कंफर्टेबल रिटायर्ड लाइफ जीने के लिए। अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपने वित्तीय सलाहकार से परामर्श करें। LIC म्यूचुअल फंड द्वारा निवेशक शिक्षा की एक पहल। म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिम के अधीन है। योजना से संबंधित सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
हम मूंगफली बेचते हैं, अपना अकल नहीं। ये मैसेज देखिए, कहते हैं लॉटरी लगी है, लिंक क्लिक करके UPI पिन डालो पैसा मिलेगा। अरे हमको मालूम नहीं है क्या? इधर UPI पिन डाला, उधर पैसा कहाँ है? मूंगफली वाला हूँ, मूर्ख नहीं हूँ। याद रहे, UPI कहता है अगर कोई लालच दे तो कहो मैं मूर्ख नहीं हूँ।
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. Let's continue with some more stories. Cold wave conditions continue to grip North India. Delhi woke up to temperatures plummeting as it rained early on Thursday morning. Severe cold waves are expected to intensify further in the region. Indian weather officials have predicted further showers in Delhi till Sunday. Several trains and flight operations have been affected due to poor visibility. Mild rainfall has improved the air quality of New Delhi to very poor category. IMD has predicted dense fog in the morning and the situation is likely to remain same on Friday morning as well. Following a significant dip in air quality, Graded Response Action Plan Stage 4 anti-pollution restrictions have been reimposed in Delhi NCR region. The India Met Department has predicted light to moderate snow in higher reaches and passes in India's Ladakh till Thursday night. Cloudy weather is also expected on Friday. Kashmir continues to bask in bright sunshine while nighttime temperatures are witnessing a major drop. Jammu and Kashmir has recorded minimum temperature of -4 degrees Celsius on Thursday. The Indian Met Department has predicted dry and cloudy weather in Kashmir until Thursday, with weak western disturbance bringing light to moderate snowfall in high reaches. High reaches of India's Himachal Pradesh received snowfall and rains on Thursday. The Met officials have predicted more rains and snow in hill station till Sunday. A lake effect storm dumped heavy snow on parts of western New York State. Squalls blowing in from Lake Erie and Lake Ontario had dumped 2 feet of snow in some areas. More than 650,000 people in the state of New York and parts of Pennsylvania remain under lake effect snow warnings as more snowfall was expected to fall through Thursday. Los Angeles wildfires rage as strong winds continue. Officials have urged residents to remain vigilant, be prepared to evacuate at a moment's notice. Some 6.5 million people remain under critical threat of fire after the fires consumed an area of nearly the size of Washington, D.C. in California. The fires have damaged or destroyed over 12,000 homes and forced as many as 200,000 people to evacuate. Drone video released by the Ventura County Fire Department shows smoke and flames from the auto fire, which has currently burned 61 acres and is 50% contained. Firefighters are continuing to patrol and reinforce containment lines. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano spewed glowing lava as it erupted again for the 4th time since it rumbled back to life in late December last year. Hawaiian Volcano Observatory says it was possible lava fountain's height would increase as more gas-rich lava reaches the caldera's surface. Indonesian authorities have begun evacuating 3,000 residents after Mount Ibu erupted in eastern Indonesia, spewing a towering column of smoke and ash into the atmosphere. Located on the remote island of Halmahera, Mount Ibu has erupted for the 5th time this year. The volcano's alert status subsequently raised to highest level by Indonesia's geological agency. High temperatures hit Argentina on Wednesday as an extreme heat wave struck Buenos Aires and surrounding regions. Heat wave conditions are expected to continue for the coming days. The National Weather Service warned that sustained high temperatures could lead to an official heat wave declaration. Ongoing heat wave underscores the broader climate challenges facing Argentina. A video of a panda came in from China's Sichuan province. 2 cute fluffy panda cubs born in 2023 to mother panda Ran Ran snuggle up together and engaged in playful antics. Footage shows young pandas in blissful state of contentment as it lounges on the ground while holding a steamed bun in its left hand, a carrot in its right hand, hooking a bamboo shoot with its foot. Long-awaited images of the newest edition of southern Germany's Kalhura Zoo. A polar bear cubs show an intimate relationship with mother Nuka in their enclosure. However, the visitors are still not allowed to see them. In fact, visitors will have to be patient before they can catch a glimpse of the polar bear cub in German zoo. The area was cordoned off for zoo visitors and the windows of the enclosure were whitewashed to provide privacy. And a baby gorilla that was rescued in Turkey as it was being smuggled was seen playing with soft toys and wrestling with the caretakers. The cub was found in a crate by customs authorities in Istanbul airport after it arrived on a flight from Nigeria. The baby gorilla was named Zetin, named Olive in Turkish as a result of social media campaign. One of Zetin's caretakers says that spending almost all day with the cub and trying to be a family to him. Beloved Japanese bear mascot Kumamon became Tokyo Metro honorary station master on Thursday. The rosy-cheeked bear received certificate and slash naming him master of Ginza Station in the Japanese capital for one day only. Tourists gathered in central Bangkok to witness an underwater dragon dance performance as Thailand geared up for annual Lunar New Year celebrations. As part of India's Mahakumbh festival, devotees took holy dip in Triveni Sangam, which is the confluence of holy Indian rivers Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati, on the 4th day of Mahakumbh in India's Prayagraj. A handwritten letter penned by late Apple founder Steve Jobs has been auctioned by Bonhams for about $500,000. Written by Steve Jobs in the year 1974, the letter states his wish to go to India to attend Kumbh Mela. The letter surfaced on social media amidst the time when Steve Jobs' wife, Lorraine Powell Jobs, is in the North Indian state of Uttar Pradesh for the Mahakumbh Mela 2025. In entertainment, 2025 BAFTA nominees for the category Leading Actor have been announced, with Sebastian Stan, Adrian Brody, Timothée Chalamet, Ralph Fiennes, Hugh Grant and Colman Domingo nominated for the category. And the films Conclave and Emilia Perez lead the shortlist, vying for recognition at the Britain's BAFTA Awards next month as the race for Oscars' glory in early March heats up. Fans of Latin music superstar Bad Bunny braved long lines for tickets to the singer-rapper's 21-show residency in Puerto Rico. Bunny's residency runs from July 11th to August 24th in Puerto Rico's largest indoor stadium. The first 9 shows of Bad Bunny's No Me Quiero El Lequi or I Do Not Want to Leave Here concert will be held from Puerto Rican residents only. An intruder attacked Bollywood actor Saif Ali Khan with a knife during an alleged burglary attempt at his residence in Mumbai on Thursday. Investigation in the matter is underway. Bollywood actor Ajay Devgan starter Son of Sardar 2 release date is out now. The film will hit big screens on July 25th this year. In sports, in India Open Badminton Tournament, India's Kiran George defeated French player Alex Lanier in straight sets to set up quarter-final match with China's Wang Hongyang on Friday. India's PV Sindhu secured commanding 2-0 win over Japan's Sui M in women's singles of India Open. Sindhu will face GM Tujung in the quarter-final match. Indian pair Satvik and Chirag beat Japan's Mitsuhashi and Okamura in the round of 16 to enter into the quarterfinals in India Open. Right arm seamer Andrich Nodze has been ruled out of the upcoming ICC Champions Trophy after suffering a back injury. The Sri Lanka Cricket Board, in coordination with Cricket Australia, has announced the addition of an extra ODI to Australia's upcoming tour schedule. The Indian men's Kho-Kho team defeated Peru on Wednesday to secure a spot in the quarterfinals at the inaugural Kho-Kho World Cup 2025. In women's match, India secured its second consecutive win after beating Iran with 116 scoreline. Bengal Tigers returned to winning ways with a convincing 5-3 victory over UP Rudras in Hockey India League on Wednesday. World number 1 and defending champion Yannick Sinner entered the Australian Open third round on Thursday. Sinner defeated wildcard Tristan Schulkate 4-6, 6-4, 6-1, 6-3. German second seed Alexander Zverev produced a clinical performance as he raced into the third round of Australian Open. World number 2 Iga Swiatek advanced to the third round of Australian Open on Thursday to set up a high-profile clash with 2021 US Open champion Emma Raducanu. Casper Ruud faced elimination in the Australian Open as Czech teenager Jakub Mensik pulled off an impressive upset victory. Taylor Fritz defeated Christian Garin comfortably to reach the third round of the Australian Open. Former world number 2 Ons Jabeur battled past breathing difficulties to secure a second round Australian Open victory against Camila Osorio. And with 2 quick goals in the first half, Arsenal registered a comeback win over Tottenham Hotspurs at the Emirates Stadium on early Thursday. And with that, we conclude this edition of Express News. Namaskar.